When I was a child, my siblings and cousins would sit and relax with a herbal tea along with a little bit of honey in it to put us to sleep, while grandmother Oren would read to us, or just tell us stories of her adventures. She'd even written down into a book the story of her younger days during the time of the Ball-Spawn Wars, and would read to us from that. Even my aunts and uncles would gather around to listen to her tales once in a while. She'd become an excellent orator, and knew how to catch the attention of the young ones. I guess she had years of practice with my mother and my aunt and uncles when they were young. One of her tales concerned an old companion from that time. The death of Yoshimo, a thief, was something my grandmother regretted. He was under a guise to work with that evil old elvish mage, John Arenicus. She even brought his heart to a temple after he died to be blessed or something like that, so that he would not suffer in the hells or some other place terrible in the afterlife. John Arenicus had placed Yoshimo into her party, and when his betrayal finally happened, she was truly blindsided. This almost destroyed her and her friends, because he had poisoned their food with something that put them to sleep, right when Arenicus had them deep within his dungeon. The betrayal by Yoshimo, who even professed to desire her at one point, deeply hurt grandmother. They were good friends, but no words could sway Yoshimo at that point, because as soon as he turned against Arenicus, due to the guise, he would drop dead. Such is how I felt with the Emperor when we entered the astral prison. Though there was no guise controlling either of us, but there was something just as bad. Obfuscation, manipulation, and deceit, and some of it within me. Oh, I am not talking about Orpheus being imprisoned there. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay in prison until we have no more need of his powers. In fact, I find it encouraging that Orpheus is there and will at one point be free to start a revolution against Vlaakith. It is my intention to free him to allow this, but only after the Elder Brain has been destroyed and everyone with a tadpole freed and the Absolute is no more. Their leaders would need to be dead for this to happen, of course. Gortash and Orin. That's with an O-R-I-N. Because we need their item that controls the Elder Brain. Orpheus has been there for a millennia or 2 millennia. Many millennias, I don't know, probably long before Dale Reckoning, so he can remain there for the time being, as he is helping a cause much greater than righting the Githyanki. He is helping stop the Absolute from taking over everything, everywhere, which is where they are going with this. No, my issue is with the Emperor, and the Emperor alone. I'm not even upset that it is an Illithid, and not that beautiful elven woman, though of course I would prefer that it was that beautiful elven woman. I suppose I will never hear her voice or see her again. What upsets me is the fact that the Emperor tried to turn me into something like it is, part Illithid. I already have that tadpole in my brain and the other 2 tadpoles that I consumed as well. That wasn't me that felt let down by my decision to refuse becoming more Illithid. It was the influence of the tadpole, bolstered by the other 2 I consumed. Yes, the Emperor protected me from absolute control through the astral prism, and I will forever be grateful for that, but I do not accept turning into an Illithid. Not now, not ever. I happen to like who I am and my life. I didn't have much of a chance to sleep last night because I was awake, thinking about what happened in the astral prism. I guess after everything that I have gone through in the last 20 years, that losing Seraphine and the duel for her really shook my confidence in myself. As I said before, at certain points, I hated myself and who I am. But at that moment, when the Emperor held out its hand with that special tadpole it wanted me to accept, outside the influence of the tadpole in my brain, I felt that part deep down inside myself, that part that for years looked at Siren with contempt and disdain and mockery, and it looked right back at me. It was then that I felt it. It was suddenly empty, hollow, and powerless, because I never wanted to be myself, to be Siren, more than at any other point in my life right then. And while that is a good thing, yes, being manipulated into becoming some half-illithid monster is quite another. It never was essential that I consume more tadpoles to stop the Absolute. It was all the Emperor all along, trying to trick me into being something more akin to itself. and the whole thing left me with a feeling of disgust. We could have done everything we have done without consuming more tadpoles. If it hadn't noticed, we've been doing everything we can to rid ourselves of these things, of all things illithid. The last thing that we want to become is even more illithid, even if that means also being free from the elder brain control like it is, the Emperor itself. We want nothing to do with any of it. So yes, I can see this coming to a head in the end if we survive to see that. That is, when the Chosen are killed and the Elder Brain, along with the Absolute, are destroyed, what will happen to the Emperor? I am sure it will want to keep Orpheus a prisoner, and that I cannot allow. At that time, I am sure it will want to try to change us again to be more like it, and that I also cannot allow. No matter what happens, the Absolute must be destroyed, Orpheus freed, and the tadpoles gone from my companions, everyone that has been infected with them, and from myself. If the Emperor fights me on any of these points, then the Emperor dies too.
There's been a Mind Flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Well, I'm glad to hear you've had that change. Why would Shar want her priest to find the artifact? It makes no sense to me. Unless she too is trying to stop the Absolute. I'm not sure. You want to talk more about what's happened to us?
Fine. What's on your mind?
Alright then. Yes, I'm greatly disturbed about what's happened. Karlak.
Hey, soldier.
So, about our tadpole powers.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix?
Well, I am now.
What can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more Mind Flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
Not at all.
Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout. We don't know what these tadpoles are capable of.
Seems that everybody else that wasn't exactly by my side is... They're hiding somewhere? Gale?
Whew. Quite the rug pull, eh? A Mind Flayer manipulating us this whole time.
Yeah.
Such creatures are not to be trusted as a general rule, though this one does appear to have had a significant hand in our survival up to this point. At best, an ally whose motivations remain shrouded in deceit. We should be wary of what such an alliance may cost us.
Alright. I'm definitely not going to do a mugwort.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Definitely not going to have anything to do with any more of those tadpoles. I hope we'll be able to sleep now. Middle of the night. Right next to the body. I clean it up in the morning. Before we leave. Did you wish to say something, Shadowheart?
Be honest.
What? Your hair.
What do you think of the new look?
Did you do that on purpose? Huh. You should have gotten your eyebrows, too. But you know what? I think I might have to get used to that. What happened? Is it because of Shar? I suppose I could get used to it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
You look so different. Alright, let's talk about our relationship.
Of course.
Another kiss.
Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here.
You tried to match my hair, but overdid it. Okay, I love it. I do. I get used to it. Really don't want to hear "I told you so's" from Lae'zel.
The parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races.
She wants
as
to know about
learns of
Orpheus.
The events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Mighty powerful prince if he can block out an illithid hive mind.
And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat.
I see.
Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157, that's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Then Voss is right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Yes. I agree. So, I'd like to talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the prince a powerful shield.
I see.
And a powerful weapon.
That actually makes
Why destroy
sense.
a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
That all makes sense now. But why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now if he's so valuable, alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
So who are those hostile Githyanki in the prism? They're Sassan monks sent by Vlaakith?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
Right. That's it then. So we must dominate? Say, whoever has control over the Netherbrain will hold unspeakable power. We could dominate and have 1,000 kingdoms at our command. I don't think so. Destroy the Netherbrain. The Netherbrain is too powerful to let live. Destroying it may be the smartest thing to do. Oh, I completely agree. Free Orpheus. Investigate Shares's caress. Kithrak Voss, a Githyanki knight, planned to meet someone at Shares's caress. Who knows how to free Orpheus? We should look for answers there. I kind of already know how to free Orpheus, but he'd kill us. I say we kill the Elder Brain, and then free Orpheus. Now, commune with the Astral Touch Tadpole. The Emperor has given us the means to unlock the next stage of our illithid transformation without becoming Mind Flayers. If we commune with the Astral Touch Tadpole, we will evolve. I don't think so. Help Kithrak Voss. Find Voss and Shares's caress. We spoke to Lae'zel after finding out that the prisoner in the Astral Prism is Orpheus. She wants to meet with Voss and Shares's caress. Lae'zel is eager to speak to Kithrak Voss at Shares's caress. He knows someone who can help free Orpheus from his prison. Yeah, it's a little too early. If he's freed now, we'll become absolute. The Pale Elf. Astarion thinks we need to find some of his fellow spawn if we want to learn about Cazador's plans. Apparently they used to hunt for victims in the dens of the city. Well, speaking of that, I'm going to leave Shadowheart behind. For the moment, I think that I would like to have Jaheira with us in her place. We should also get Astarion at some point.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
Join me.
Flattered as I am, you're fully supported as it is.
Take Shadowheart's place.
At your command.
Druid. Druid of the Forest. Entangle. It's a level 1 conjuring spell. Gale also needs to have his spells sorted out, his prepared spells. So let's take a look at what we can do here.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
Too funny.
Keep going.
The white hair. Oh, I could get used to it. I suppose. Like prematurely aging hair. Halson.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
Gale again.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
That can't be her real name, actually, now that I think of it. Yeah, it does suit her. I'd like to see her hair again. Asterion.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
Of course you'd say that. We'll have to travel together soon. Withers all down here by himself. He never really has anything to say to us. I'm not sure if he's even fully alive, but the way he treated Arabella, that was very surprising. I was impressed. Isabel.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Yes, I suppose it has. Okay, let's leave camp. But I want to take a look at Shadowheart for a moment.
Did you want something?
Well, you
If
did.
not,
You used to
I'm
have bangs.
Perfectly
It
happy
was straight
to
here.
just gaze upon you a while.
I like her hair. Looks much better, actually.
Of course.
Let's talk. How are you?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise.
We need to find out where they are. Alright, we'll talk again, Shadowheart. Just stay and relax. We're in a new land. We've been traveling to try to stay up or get ahead of the army. It's been sent to Baldur's Gate. Gale, you need to be in a different position as well. Probably in the back. Let Karlach...
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their netherstones.
Well, of course, that's the ultimate goal. There, that's the position I want.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Wow, it's nice to see green and the sun again. I just want to relax here and do nothing. But I know Baldur's Gate is going to fall if we do something like that.
Moving in.
Wouldn't mind spending a good week just relaxing at camp, spending time with Shadowheart. So what do we have here? The outskirts of Baldur's Gate? I don't know what to expect. There's a lot of people around here. It's not within the city proper, though. Oh, birds, I could have talked to you. Somebody's camp here. Oop. Probably shouldn't be taking from this, but...
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Rogue's morsel. Who's this little red-headed boy?
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Is this... Oh, okay. Seems like this happens to a lot of children since I crashed in the Nautiloid. What's your name?
Yenna. And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Oh. You must be hungry. Take some food.
Wow. Thanks.
I think it's actually a little girl.
My mum would like this.
Did she say her name is Jenna?
She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me, too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Well, maybe you're... Let me see that little dog of yours, actually.
You'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Yenna.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
What's going on?
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
Little one, hello?
There now.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will
Inn?
there be feather beds?
Feather beds? Can you tell me what's going on?
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Oh.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Wyrm's Crossing.
Alright, well, here we are. We are on the coast.
No, little one, but you'll be in a big,
I didn't actually...
cozy bed soon enough.
My map say. Well, I think we found a waypoint. Refugees must be from the army.
There is so much wrong with that name.
Hello.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
Invest?
Seems like a good moment.
What's going on?
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone. Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the refugees.
What's happening here?
Keep a sharp eye out. Red caps are on the loose.
Oh, those
One's
things.
deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seemed bothered by it.
Circus folks. Oh, is that what we have? Hello?
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most
Cleaners.
are perfectly harmless.
They have sharp teeth and they eat people. That's harmless. circus poster.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Ooh, that's a ghoul. Ew. Kill it!
Stinks of cheese.
Yeah.
Between his piggy toes. How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir.
It's a
The
ghoul.
Steelwatch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next!
Next? What are you talking about?
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus? Can we go?
Karlak. Never heard of an extra-planar circus.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to
Sigil?
belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here.
Have you been to Sigil? Why is this ghoul sniffing people?
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful.
I think you have the vicious murderer.
The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
Just hold on. Maybe later.
But costumes don't drool, Dad.
That's a real ghoul. What if I... Oh, Shadowheart's not here. I don't have the ability to turn undead. I can do minor things, like I can hit it with Divine, which does extra damage. Divine Smite, which extra damage to undead. Hello?
Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous.
I don't want to go in there right now. No.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animals?
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go. We do this right. They'll run for the damn hills.
Hello?
Dad says there's already too many refugees, and the city can't hold any more. We've got to keep them out.
Any of the refugees give you hassle, come to us. We know how to handle them.
Well, we're not refugees, we're adventurers. I remember grandmother talking about the refugees that came here when the Crusaders were marching in the north.
Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days.
I'm not Baldurian. Sorry. I'm from
In another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna
Flaming Fist, hey. We don't know who's been taken over, though.
Guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
We don't know who's been taken over. Whoa, what is that? Is that
felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before?
a nautiloid?
What the hells?
Sounded like a nautiloid to me right above us, but I suppose it was underneath. So maybe it wasn't a nautiloid.
What's the harm in one night? Think of it. Actual beds. Pillows.
Hello?
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
Can you say the same, half-orc?
If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
Smart. Actually, hello.
You look like you need to clean off the road, Dad. Almost as much as I do. No good inns with hot water and a tub on this side of the crossing, though.
Well, I'm not as dirty as you.
How are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
I just want to see around this Rivington first. Oh. Children.
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the Ginny,
everything, so don't even think about trying to stop us.
Hmm? Little tiefling boy?
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
No, you can. Be careful. You get a lot of trouble.
What's the rush, Sob?
What do you remember? Why is we getting trouble?
There are a lot of refugees here. Hello?
But you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
Hello?
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards are charging a fortune.
No, I do have a lot of gold. Almost 20,000.
Don't have the coin to get into the city. Don't have the strength to face another 10
So the city is this way, right? I don't know what's in this building.
They take your gold, but they leave your rings intact.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp.
A dragonborn.
Welcome to the Rivington General, home to crafts by the illustrious Gildro Anglion. Speak to his assistant only, as Gildro is super busy.
Alright then.
Hi! Or want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing?
Gold?
You look
Gold
like
scales.
you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh?
Show me your wares.
Oh, yay!
Well, you do sell swords. The Dancing Breeze. Is that a glaive? Bone Spike Gob. Swirl Sledboard. Shield. Let's look and sell what I have. Sounds good.
Want more? Want less? Wanna sell? Wanna buy? You know where I am. Bye!
What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything. I don't care how big they were. I'll keep you down my mind.
So much going on. So many people talking at once. Hello?
Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
Missing letters?
About something else.
Instead of complaining to me, why don't you find a different delivery service?
Another dragon form.
I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
Hello?
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist. Right?
It would be, yes.
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
Blood here. Blood going up there. Blood going this way. Well, something's happened. Let's follow the blood. Well, for all I know, it started up here. Hello?
Can't talk just now, sorry.
Let me have a little peace and quiet, won't you?
Again.
Something over there.
Is that normal here? Okay, let's get this.
Here goes nothing.
Dirt mound. Take all of it. Well, the blood kind of ends here. What's this? Somebody's farmhouse. What? Keep on trying. That's where those red caps went. Almost sounded like one. There's a hatch here. Last time I was in a windmill, things didn't actually go very well. Warning, final warning. This is a notice demanding that the miller pay off his debt, lest his creditors oust him and claim the mill for themselves. Stuffed owlbear toy. Well, I don't have a child with us anymore. Give it to. But, rotten eggs. Oh, somebody's been... That's a Mind Flayer.
Looks empty.
This one looks like it's been drinking.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a Mind Flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
Oh. Doesn't feel very fortunate.
Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed.
Yes.
It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power.
I'm not absorbing
Just
it.
like you did before.
I'll kill it, though. It's most likely to be under the control of the Absolute, so it must die. This abomination existence pollutes the very air. I try to end it. Of course it wakes up right when I think that.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Well, the enemy's surprised.
It shall be done.
Shouldn't it be wondering what's happened? Does it remember everything of its former life? Anything at all?
Ooh, fun.
Still on my feet.
Alright, I'll give it the finishing blow.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Alright, listen, I'm not taking any more of those. Ring of Truthfulness. Interesting. Wyvern Stinger. Absolute Orders, Newborn. Windmill Key, which we don't need. Absolute Orders, I am curious about that. True Soul Alien. Your time has come. See, they're turning true souls into illithids. The Absolute calls to all faithful, and you have been faithful indeed. Leave your barracks, leave your armor, leave all insignia of rank behind. You are part of the Flaming Fist no longer. You have been a loyal true soul, but soon you will be much, much more. You will be one of us. Oops. This is actually disgusting. I don't think I'm going to listen to much of what my so-called protector has to say anymore. Not ever again.
Catch a break.
I don't think I'll ever get over what recently happened between us. Let's just get out of here. I believe we found the blood. Where the blood was coming from. Ugh. It makes sense that they're activating true souls that are here. Is this... Hello?
What's up for discussion?
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Yes, I'd say it is quite beautiful. I'm used to coming in by ship. I mean, I did last time I came to Baldur's Gate. We came in on foot. Dead chicken. Is this your spot, little gnome? Hand drum, stuffed bear. Reflections of a gullible prick. This stained tome records a long and arduous journey. I hoofed it to Baldur's Gate based on a god's damn promise. They'll welcome you with open arms, my cousin said. Everyone has a home in the gate. 17 days I marched, 17 days of their whining toddlers and their piss reek. 17 days of howling wolves huddling around sickly fires, and still that stench. Of course they didn't let us through to the city when we showed up. Showed us into a camp teeming with snivellers and sneers. Headed with them, their sob stories and the entire gall of their presence. If I've got to be stuck outside the city, I'll make home in a chicken coop. Smells better than those shit-stained whelps called my cousins, at least. The rest of the text continued in a similarly aggrieved fashion. See, they didn't have these problems when I came here last. But we've been gone for weeks now. I mean, the Nautiloid crashed, what, about a month ago? So much has happened. It's like I lived an entire life in that last month. Oh, we found a camp. Gurs? Are these Gurs? I'm not sure. Astarion's not with us, but I don't think that would matter. Hello?
The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have other things on his mind.
Hello?
You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
Who's Alma? Please point me. Is this Alma?
Exterminated by the camp.
Hello.
Rechte,
Most imposing of them all.
Frey, Valdiskdurovna.
One of them's dead.
Frey, Valdiskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize.
Im Orak Nete Krasin
Funeral.
Nekra.
We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this.
Forgive me, I'm Siren Sahandrin.
The Slayer of Ketheric Thorn.
You know, you've heard of me.
Well, these are strange times indeed.
Yes, I killed Ketheric.
A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another.
Perhaps. What do you have in mind?
Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp.
Did they?
Took our children, every last one.
That bastard.
Our whole future. They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could.
I'll do whatever I can.
If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
That's actually a, that's a good saying. May the gods keep you and damn your enemies.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear.
Hello?
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
Hi there.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
This is why they're so angry. I can hardly believe that it took all the children. I'll gladly slay this vampire. I'll have to report this to Asterion. When we go into Baldur's Gate, we'll definitely Asterion will be with us. We'll have to hunt down the bastard and kill it. All the vampires.
That's curious.
Another dirt mound. Potion of flying.
Shut it. Scavenge wherever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
Hello, are you guys in trouble?
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Well, that's what happens when you're in the middle of a group of refugees and they don't have very much of anything. Hello?
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Half-eaten and rotting apples aren't something that I have any interest in, thank you. Hello.
Back off! I found these apples first.
You have really interesting fiery red hair. You're going around killing all the chickens, too.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
Spiced apple loaf. This is another camp full of refugees, I take it. And it continues. Oh, look at... Oh, the refugees are everywhere. Hello. Half-orc.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
You know, I'm sorry to say, but looking at you is painful. You're very ugly. Sorry, let me take a look at Jot Wound.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded.
I see.
You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently.
This is barely a scratch. What's the idea? More sympathy? More coin thrown your way?
Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Fine, whatever. Have your way. I don't care. Hello?
Don't know how we're going to get Grunch into the city. Wounded as he is. But we have to.
Somebody's going to find out eventually if you take him to somebody, a priest or some doctor.
We've got to get Grunch into the city. But he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut?
Just don't roll it into the water. Hello there.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my
Dwarf.
wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Hello.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Can't say I've ever had the pleasure. Hello?
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
Hi.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Oh. The tieflings. Who, me?
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
Yeah? Well, the absolute, they must be destroyed. I'm
really worried about Umi.
What? Umi's fine. This may not go too well, considering what happened. Alright, prepare myself. Hello?
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say.
At least you made it. How are you holding up?
It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
Where is he? Because I let him... I freed him. He's one of but the only tiefling I freed. Serious?
What a sad situation.
Oh, I remember her. She's a scout.
The once proud tieflings of Elturel. Reduced to beggars.
Not much of you left, too. Bex, I'm sorry.
Your face is familiar.
Yes, I was to rescue your husband.
But it isn't Danis's face.
But he wasn't even there anyways.
His is the only face I want to see.
I'm sorry.
And I'll never see it again.
There was only 2 tieflings that we ran across, and your husband wasn't one of them. The brother and sister of the mage, so... That's all that was there. I expected to be yelled at and blamed for what happened, but that had nothing to do with me. Hello, Flaming Fist.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt.
It
Is
was.
this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Sorry, but my past is none of your concern.
No offense intended, just being friendly. You won't find many others making the effort. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore.
No.
These days there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
I don't know which one of them has been implanted with the tadpole. They should know my face, or would they? I don't know if they would know my face. You would think that the Elder Brain would have put my face into all of their minds, the ones with the tadpoles, to look out for and to attack upon sight. Is there anything you can do to ease these people's burdens?
I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
I'd think your uniform would be enough to make them quiet down.
The flaming fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them.
Okay. Well, I can walk around and see what I can do. I'm all in favor. You're supposed to keep the peace, not stoke the fire.
What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them.
Seriously?
Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor.
No, I don't agree with that.
What do you say?
No. They're innocent people. We can't just kill them.
Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
Do you have a tadpole in your brain? Something is wrong here. He's turning into an illithid, is he? Oh, no. It's Oren.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the bone.
And you need my sword through your throat.
Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat.
Well, how about you and I have a go right now?
When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
Sounds like there's a bit of a rivalry there.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
I'll be ready for that again in the future. I had no idea. I didn't even know what she is. Some sort of shapeshifter. I've heard of different kinds, but I've never met one. I don't even really know much of them. I don't know who this tiefling is. Oh, it's a hobgoblin.
I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
As long as you're civil, I have no problems with a goblinoid. The problem is that goblins are notorious, and hobgoblins too, notorious for raiding, pillaging, stealing, killing, murdering. That's why they're not really part of civilized society. They can't even have one themselves. Hello.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice.
Alright, what's wrong? What happened to you?
Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do?
I guess they didn't let you in.
They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
It's where we need to go, Sharess's caress. Who comes up with these names? Sharess is caress. Touched by Shar. Is that what that actually translates to? Or means? Hello?
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Nestor? Would you be Nestor?
Donations?
Donations for what exactly? Is this for the refugees?
Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
I'd like to take the donation into the barn myself.
Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
Is this what Wyrm was wanting me to do? Go around and kill everybody? Okay. Well, where do we leave the... There's the donations chest right there. Hey there.
You best not piss away Man at Nestor's good graces. I hear Wyrm's Rock prison is rather cold this time of year.
I have known people that have spent time in that prison. The many tales of Mother Kempestry is a donation. I didn't come in here to steal, though this would be the opportune time.
I hear you've been given permission to be here. Don't disappoint me.
Nestor's warning. Seems I have to remind some of you that what is in the barn is for the refugees, not for your dinner. Next one I find skimming from the top cleans the latrine for the rest of the month. Hey there.
Manit Nestor may have given you the benefit of the doubt, but I've got my eye on you. Make no mistake.
I don't plan to steal, if that's what you're thinking. Maybe coming in here was a... Shouldn't have done that. But what are the tieflings down there? Probably trying to break in here and steal. Hello there.
Not sure why you were so keen to get in the barn, but if the manip says so...
Listen, I wasn't. But I am curious. Mattis.
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realize Baldur's Gate was so big.
Big and dangerous. Watch yourself, kid.
Dangerous? Oh, it's a gold mine. So many pockets to pick.
And full of vampires and absolute.
I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck.
Some of
because
us.
we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Want to see?
Ever the salesperson. Show me these fancy items you have on offer. Anything magical?
Would I try to fool a sharpie like you?
Of course you would.
Have a look.
You got me before, didn't you? Really sure if you have anything of use? This is actually an interesting item. Jump and flying, speed increase, and you always have feather fall. Nothing that great, though. Unless I have to go up and jump off buildings, that would be helpful. I don't think you have anything that I'm interested for. Interested in, I mean.
From trap chests.
Trap chests. Let's see if I can't clean myself off a little bit more. We're right, a little dirty. Alright, let's see about actually donating something. Where are you, dwarf? Here.
What are you still flapping your lips at me for? Get on with it.
Oh, really? Right. Suppose I can donate this. It's the least I can do. That's enough for quite a few people to eat for a while.
Then I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens.
Hello there.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Not a protester. What's going on here?
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
Listen, the refugees are the least of your problems. The army on your doorstep will slay Baldurans and refugees alike. You must stand together.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
Okay, deal with the army on your own then, idiot.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. We're a danger to all of us.
Hello there.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course.
How do you help them? You help them how?
Me? I lighten their load. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you cannot eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold.
So, what do you do with all these goods you're acquiring?
There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support.
The Zentarum?
I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I.
It isn't just about gold for you, is it? There's more. More of this that you're letting on.
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele. But I think you've earned a peek.
That's it? You're just a merchant?
Just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself.
Show me your wares. Well, you have gold. How much is Catharic's armor worth to you? A lot. More than he has. Robe of Supreme Defense. Wow. This might be a good trade for Gale. Sounds very good. A nymph cloak. Dwarven thrower. Scroll of eye bite. Expensive. You do have a lot of expensive things. Alright then. Let's exchange this. Got yourself a deal.
A danger to all of us.
The wares are too exotic to have been purchased from refugees, surely. Who's your supplier?
Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
Okay. Gale, we've got this new mage robe for you.
Library.
Interesting robes. Let's see, take this off. Alright, let's get it colored up, shall we? There we go. Long ago, the young wizard Bigby noticed his friend Tensor spending a lot of time with his robe. One of nature's pranksters, Bigby sent his dog, Big Boy, to savage the garment. The ensuing struggle between Canine and Nude Wizard was brutal, and eventually led to Tensor designing more durable robes like this one. Robe of Supreme Defenses. Alright, let's keep looking around. Hello?
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Well, that's pretty noble of you.
With silver tongue.
Hello?
Lord on the rack, give me patience.
Is everything alright?
These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
I've got a long road ahead.
What's this? Baldur's Mouth 492 DR, issue 83.
Better not be cursed.
Citizens must come first, claims Gortash over refugee rabble. Absolutely unwelcome. Cult offered cold shoulder in city. Sure. Crackdown on crime crews destabilizes underworld. Steel Watch keeps tight grip on crime's throat. Fist Gala celebrates recruiting season. Waterdeep wades through red tape over sending aid, meeting meat standards, and the common rat siege tips.
On my way.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Blackboard.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
Refugee arrival record. A record maintained by the Flaming Fists of refugees arriving in Rivington in the last 10 days. The number increases in each of the previous 5 days. Clearly, the town outside Wyrm's Crossing will be unable to accommodate all of them. Some of the names of the list are... I'm not seeing any that I know. Yeah. Letter of complaint. To the Flaming Fist duty officer, I assume that members of Flaming Fist were assigned to Rivington to maintain law and order among the refugees. But what do I see? Ragged refugees, big as life and twice as odorous, walking Rivington's streets as if they owned the place instead of keeping decently out of sight in that refugee camp. I warn you, my great-aunt knows Blaze Liara Porter personally. And if those refugees aren't rounded up and kept where they belong, the Blaze will hear about it. Sarah Grotpot. What are the commoners that don't take well to change? Well, an army is coming, so... The hell with the complaints. Get the refugees in the city, everyone behind the walls. Where Gortash reigns, which is also not good.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Hello there.
Speak up. The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Everyone calm. Explain your disagreement and we shall find an accord.
I don't see why I should be explaining myself. It's my property. They are on it, unlawfully.
But they do need to leave.
We needed somewhere to live. This place was empty and it had walls. I've got children for tears' sake.
Jester Gregorio, invite him to reply.
Well, that's all very sad, but I still don't see how...
It gets cold out there at night, Mr. Gregorio. My kids will get sick. Please, we'll stay out of your way. We just need a roof.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Look, time is money, and I'm losing both just standing here. Make your call, judge, before Zenobia makes it for you.
I think he should at least try to come to some kind of accommodation. Of course, it's his place. He shouldn't allow it to be taken over. So I'm a little in the middle here. And only because of the refugees and the armies coming. Will it even matter in a few days? I cannot make the call. Decide amongst yourselves.
I guess we're all you've got then, Arthur. Want your house squeaky clean? Cough up!
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job.
You don't have it?
Come on, boys.
Or do you?
Let's take out the trash.
No.
Wait,
Don't
I didn't say...
dare lay a finger on them.
Hey, I wanted that.
Don't worry, sweetheart. We'll be done here soon. Job done. Whatever's left is yours.
He's still alive.
You're going to hire all the refugees. You'll be in a big just like that.
What is it you do here?
Don't waste any time, do they? I can see why they were so highly recommended. Anyway, I have a lot to do now those squatters are out of my hair. Goodbye!
Probably took everything of value within your home.
I go away for a few days and the place is ruined.
Well, it may be put to the torch with the army, so it really won't matter. Hey, Ox.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
Cozy bed soon. You have everything you want for supper.
I think we've come full circle now. Yes.
You're going to hire all
We came down here. What's over here?
Stop sulking and start walking right now.
We didn't go this way. Oh. A lot of items here. Hey, old fist.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why? Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there.
What? What
Piles
happened?
of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
Steel Watch, is that some sort of fancy new rank of city watchmen? It's their machines, right?
A little more than that. You'll
Explain.
see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Well, I did hear one refugee saying that the giant steel, whatever they are, contraptions. Well, it's good that they got rid of some of the absolute, but you know what? Why did... Yeah, you can see the symbol. Why would they have done that? Seems like a bit of a waste. I'm not sure why. Okay, if Gortash was to take over, say, Baldur's Gate, why would he not just tell the citizens the army's coming to protect them? Open up the gates. Instead he has them fighting each other. What's going on with that? That's not a very efficient way of conquering. He could have used these lives to take over other areas. Well, I don't want to steal. Get in trouble with the Flaming Fist. Even though I do want that potion. Ew.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
I'm not afraid of a bunch of corpses, you know.
Can see the city. Up on the hill.
Well, there's really only two things I can think of to do now. Either see the circus or go to the gate. And we have to do the latter no matter what. I'm not sure. I think... Didn't we get turned around? We went to the Gur camp. We went in a circle. Does this not lead to the gate that way? We'd have to. Alright, let us in.
Ah, the traveller returns. None can resist the allure of the circus of the last days. Enter and witness our extraplanar delights.
I'd like to enter.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji? Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron.
Great.
No like. Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
I'm not a threat to you or anyone else in the circus, I swear it.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
What, is that an ogre? I can't believe you even... This thing isn't attacking everything in sight.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
I think this is a lot larger than I actually thought it was at first.
A circus! How I love the raucous revelry, the goofs and the guffaws!
Oh, I see a Jinn over there. Dragonborn. Jugglers. Well, this could be fun. Let's go and see what it's all about, shall we?